Hello, and greetings to everyone who is watching this video. I am FAHMI, one of the Group 5 representatives. Together with AZIM, Alif, Anwar, FIKRI, and IMAN will provide a brief explanation of our case study. So, for our case study, we took a project implemented in the state of Pahang entitled Kerja-Kerja Membina dan Menyiapkan Pejabat Baru JPS, Daerah Lipis serta kerja-kerja berkaitan di Daerah Lipis, Pahang Darul Makmur. I had no trouble finishing my writing assignment, which includes the introduction and project background, but I'm having a little trouble finishing my writing for the parties involved. This is because the information we do have about the parties involved in this initiative is so restricted. As a result, there is a minor flaw in our report about the parties involved because we are only able to list the client and the main contractor for this project as the parties involved. Other than that, I don't see any obstacle preventing me from finishing this case study paper. During the course of writing this report, we had fun and gained knowledge about the value of project management. Thanks to everyone involved in helping us complete this task well, especially our beloved lecturer, Professor Madya Surveyor Dr. Katina binti Alauddin.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alif Anwar and I am going to talk about the work breakdown structure of this project, which is an office in Kuala Lipis, Kuala Lipis, Pahang for JPS, which is Jabatan Penairan dan Salinan. So as we all know, work breakdown structure is hierarchical breakdown of a building, which is it turns into a smaller and a more manageable component. The main objective is to give and to make the project organized. It can be in elemental or in works. For example, like concrete or anything else. For element, it can be in superstructure, substructure, and others. There is a lot of software of work breakdown structure. For example, Adromax and Liquid Type. Adromax is quite famous for project construction that use. So as for our project, we use the element breakdown structure, which is written into a superstructure, substructure, finishes, external work, and others. The difficulties that I got from doing this work breakdown structure is we have to use source from bill of quantity to know the exact what work we have to do before we go to the work program, which is MOHAMAD will be present after this. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you Alif Anwar for explanation on the work breakdown. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fikri bin Mazlan. So in my part, the task that I will be assigned for this report is the work program. So briefly to be explained that the work program is tools for the project manager to allocate the duration and to track down the time of completion for the proposed project. And mostly we are using the Microsoft project software, and by creating the Gantt chart. And so in this project it is estimated around 78 weeks, and I've been doing the work program, and the benefit of this is it actually helped us to see all the assigned tasks, and how many time and what is the duration of the task to be completed. And the difficulties on completing this task is actually because we are lacking the information since we are not from the firm. We need to ask for the project from the firm, and not all firm will allow us to have the project. So luckily we have this kerja membina pejabat JPS at Kuala Lipis. So that is the first difficulties, and the second is how I want to distribute the duration of each task so that the task will be completed on time and as efficient as I could. And Alhamdulillah, it all went well, and that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is MALIK bin Abdul Malik. For my part, I will talk about the work method statement in the construction project. After hearing from Muhammad Fikri about his work program, he began to make the work method statement in the construction project. For the work method statement is usually prepared by the contractor. The contractor in our case study is Siti Solimah Construction Sdn Bhd. The work method statement is usually carried out to figure out how much the items, how much the machinery, how much the labor, how much the labor output, and the duration for the construction project for each element or trades. This is to be done because the contractor should know how much the item needed to be carried out and align with the bill of quantity, and also been approved by the design team, so that in order for that for the design team to know how much the machinery, how much the labor and the labor output. So the work method statement is made for them to see each element, each works to be done accordingly within the duration from the work program, in order for the design team or the client to understand why this element takes about this much this amount of days, amount of weeks. So by doing work method statement, we can understand how the item will be carried out and how much time they will need it. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad SYAHMI bin ZAINI, and today I will present to you about my part, which is source of funding for this project. So you see, our project, which is pembinaan dan menyiapkan kerja-kerja pejabat di Kuala Lipis, it is almost impossible because this is a construction project. It is almost impossible to fund it with our very own money. Therefore, in order to proceed this construction process, the capital in large amount of money is needed to roll this construction without facing any obstacle and problem. And source of funding that will be necessary to fund this project other than self-funding is apply a loan from commercial bank. And the reason we choose my bank because they have a lot of facility to offer us, and we kind of comfortable with their system. And method of finance that will be necessary is that we think that will be necessary is overdraft and trade credit. So overdraft that give us able to withdraw money and see the amount in our account. In other words, it is essentially a resolving loan in which deposited funds are made accessible for reborrowing, and interest is only levied on the daily overdraft balance. And next is the next method of finance that will be necessary is use trade credit. The contractor can purchase all equipment and goods from supplier without paying cash up from the supplier. And I think that's all from me. Thank you.